All right, starting the stream. All right. Hello and welcome to another episode of Dungeons and Dad Jokes. As you can see, we're set up a little bit differently today because Joe is taking the month of August off. He's taking a time to be with family and take care of some other work obligations. He's just gotten really busy for the month of August, so he's going to take it off. So, with that, we have invited Rhonda to run a mini campaign and she'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. But before we get there, I just want to remind you that all of our social media links are down below in the description, as well as on our website, which is dnDadJokes.com, where you can also find a GM Corner blog that I do every week. You can also find Town Criers to catch up on the campaign since we're taking this month of August off, and also all of our upcoming events, which the most current one right now is August 30th through September 2nd, where I will be at Tucson Comic Con at the Tucson Convention Center. So check it out, get some tickets. The link is also on our website. So, yeah, and come join us. So,
Please do.
um, so tonight's session, I don't have any town crier to talk about because this is the first session of this campaign. And it's going to be approximately 4 weeks long, or it should be 4 weeks long.
I'm
That
planning
we
on
don't get off on
exactly
a
4 weeks long.
as long as we don't get off on a tangent. All right, which should be 4 weeks long. And it is. I wrote this down. It is the House of Lament, which actually can be found in Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft. However, Rhonda is going to take GM liberties to that because she can do
Big
that,
ones.
and yeah, some of them are going to be probably pretty big, and some of them maybe not so much. So it will be a lot of fun, and we're looking forward to it. So tonight's episode is entitled "Through the Mist," and I will let Rhonda take over from here.
Thank you very much. And we will jump straight in to tonight's episode. But first, I would like for each one of you to introduce to our audience your characters. Tell us who you are, who your character is, what class, what race, and a little bit about them. We'll start with Jody.
I'm still pulling mine up.
Ooh! Oh, hi, Chuck.
Do we need to start with Senior?
I'm ready.
You go, Senior.
Go for it.
Okay.
Start with Senior.
My character is
He was
called
busy.
Cordite, which is an explosive name. He is a male furball barbarian. He's very dark skinned and he is very mean. Although he is chaotic good, he will emphasize the chaotic more than the good. And he is carrying a great axe +1, and he ain't carrying no armor.
All right. How about Chuck?
So mine is Kendra. It's a female fire genasi, sorcerer and rogue. Grew up in the city of Brass on the fire plane. Parents both looked human, but Kendra's actually the granddaughter of a genie, and what's the other one? I don't remember the other one right offhand. It's been a while. But she looks fairly human for the most part, but has literally fire red hair that looks like it's on fire. Tends to wear red a lot. but has still found ways to be sneaky, and the sorcerer side is just kind of happened for her.
Like with most sorcerers.
Yep.
How about Jody?
Hi, I am playing Asala. I am a wood elf druid, and I am a druid of the stars. So I have the stars path. Um, I am definitely more at home in the woods and with animals than I am with people, but I do watch over my friends quite closely. So that is me. Very typical wood elf. Brown hair, brown eyes, olive skin. Blend in to nature's forest.
Blends into nature.
Oh,
All
and
right.
Kendra did spend the last couple years living in Baldur's Gate with her father after growing up with her mother in the city of Brass. So,
Ah,
long story, but that's the gist of it.
All
I
right.
actually have a whole story written out.
Chuck has a story, which we may or may not tap into. We only have 4 weeks. I, of course, am Rhonda, and I will be the GM for this mini session. I will be the person taking on the role of storyteller. But we'll play with our characters and let them create the story that's about to unfold. It's been a long time, and it feels good to be back at home for a few days. As you enter into your room, it welcomes you with the familiar sights and smells that comfort you. You slide into your bed and look forward to a restful sleep away from adventuring. As you relax, you slip into a quiet darkness of your peaceful slumber. Suddenly, you feel your body tense. And in the darkness, you see a translucent fluctuation in the distance. It begins to move towards you faster and faster and faster and faster until it's right within inches of your face. You see the fluctuating face go from a female to a skull and staring straight at you in the sockets where eyes should be. You see it look at you, or should I say, look into you. And before you even have a chance to even really react, this translucent figure that's inches from your face screeches and then begins to move and move straight through your body. Before you can catch your breath, the visage is gone. I need everybody to start me off with a Constitution savings throw at DC 15.
my turn. I need to get my dice.
I failed.
Con save? Oh, con is something I'm good at. Yep, that was
A
easy.
save, right?
Constitution savings throw.
21.
All right.
7. I
She
got
did grow up in
7.
the city of Brass, so it takes a lot to mess with her.
Did you beat
I got
senior or
11.
not, Jody? You got an
I
11.
did beat
Wow.
senior.
Actually, let me see. I think I actually got an 11, but that I had no. I don't remember. I didn't look at the dice. It was low.
Either way, you failed your savings throw.
Right. That's
Chuck,
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
you will take 3 points of psychic damage,
Ow.
and Senior and Jody, you each take 6.
We're not
Oh.
necessarily all with each other, right?
No, you look around and you're standing in the
Or
darkness
like,
alone.
do we know each other already, or is this a? I
Um,
kind of
I
missed that
think
part.
Jody and I discussed that yes, you can know each other, you just aren't with each other.
Okay.
Unless
Well,
you guys don't want to know each other.
yeah,
I'll leave that up to you.
I'm okay with knowing you.
doesn't bother me.
As the
We've been
darkness
adventurous
fades,
before.
you find yourself standing alone in a sullen forest. There is a thick mist all around and a chilly light drizzle in the air. Isala, you notice a parchment floating down from above and it lands on the ground in front of you.
I will look around and then I will pick it up.
All right. Did, did,
And if nothing
did you
happens,
pull?
I'm going to open it.
Did you want to read it or do you want me to read it?
I can read it if you want me to.
I did send these to you ahead of time. The other two will have a chance in just a minute.
I will open it up.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Take a look at it on
forget
the
you
screen
said a
that you
thing.
can't see. And it says, beneath the veil of fading stars, they yearn for your arrival. Seek the crossroads of time where ancient pathways converge and memories whisper in the night. There your destiny awaits. Beneath the veil of fading stars. We can't be having fading stars. All right, I'll be looking for I guess I'll be looking for a crossroads.
Very well. Cordite,
Right.
you look around, and as well as you can see through the mist, and things are changing in front of your eyes, you notice that there is a parchment that has been impaled on a branch on a tree nearby, a broken branch.
All right.
What do you do?
Well, I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to attempt to read it because I'm an idiot.
Okay. Do you do you have your? I sent it to you. Did you open it? Did you look at it?
Is that the by the decree of one? The House of Lament.
No,
Hear
it
ye,
should have been
Raven.
one that they sent
No.
after.
No. Okay, hold on.
That
Let me see.
I
You
can read it.
you sent it. You sent it in the private. Hold on. Let me
Yes,
Uh,
I
get it
did
right.
send it to
yes.
private. It's in your PDF. It's in a
Okay.
PDF.
I saw messages in both and only read the one. I didn't read the other because I thought it would be the same
Okay,
because
that's
I'm an
okay.
idiot.
Intelligent sister.
Let's see. In the depths of forgotten echoes, they call out for your presence. Seek the meeting point of the old crossroads where time's path intertwines with destiny's thread and secrets linger in the shifting winds. There, your purpose awaits. So
Kendra.
I am
Okay,
not sure where I'm looking for.
fair enough. Kendra,
Uh huh.
you see a parchment being pushed by a breeze coming towards you, which you find kind of strange because you don't really feel a breeze. But it's coming straight towards you. What are you going to do?
I guess I'll grab it.
You snatch it from the wind.
Says, in the shadows of forgotten whispers, they beckon your presence. Seek the ancient crossroads where moonlight dances with memories and secrets are woven into the silence. There your fate awaits. And I think, oh man, I'm getting swept off somewhere again.
It's where the money is.
Got back. I was ready for a break.
You each look around, not seeing anybody else. But visibility is kind of hard. The mists are thick and heavy, and it's dark. Dark enough that you're not sure if it's dark, or if daylight just doesn't shine through. I want each of you to roll me a perception check.
Oh, apparently I can perceive.
Apparently, I'm actually rolling dice correctly tonight.
14.
21.
4.
Very good. Senior, we will take your passive perception at 15.
That bad. If I could get a dice above 10,
It'll
actually
be a
above
good
9.
thing. You each are kind of looking around. Kendra,
Huh?
you hear something kind off to the east from you. Um, Isala, you're listening and you're looking around. You're looking at this sullen forest around you. And even in the midst of what you're seeing in this forest, you hear something off to the east.
Um, can I make out what kind of something? I like. Is it footsteps? Is it growling? Is it like what do I?
It sounds like movement.
Okay, I will head that way
It
carefully.
it, it is a movement, and you at you Chuck, you can tell this too at your perception levels. It is a movement that is wandering, um, definitely is something larger than yourself.
Doesn't take much.
Would for me.
I will head that way. I'm being cautious, of course. I don't want to just run right into whatever's making that noise until I find out what's making that noise.
As you move closer, using what cover you can find from the trees
I'm
and
gonna be
whatnot,
stealthy.
being your familiarity with being around forests, you get to the point where you see a familiar looking figure. It's rather large. It's a furball.
Hey. I'm gonna run on in and say, Cordite!
Kendra,
What?
Hmm?
as you're moving in, being careful to draw as little attention to yourself as possible.
Yep.
As
Go
you
go in
start to
stealth
move
mode.
in, do what?
Go in stealth mode
Go in stealth mode.
because that's what I usually do.
You move in, and as you're moving in, you hear voices, and they sound familiar. And as you move closer, you see the figures of two companions that you have traveled with in the past.
I'm gonna sneak up to them before they notice me.
All right.
Try and get up right behind them before I reveal myself.
All right.
Good way to get killed.
Same thing I do to all of my students.
Uh, you will roll a stealth, and the other two will roll perceptions. Let's see what happens.
Ah, 18.
Could be worse.
I will pretend like I didn't notice. That's a 25.
I'm not super stealthy. It was just for fun. 17.
Okay. All right.
Good luck.
I'm not a
As-
stealthy rogue. I do other things.
As you're approaching, you're concentrating on trying to surprise your compatriots. You step on a twig, and they hear.
And I instantly think, oh man, I gotta learn to watch where I'm walking. All these twigs.
Axe comes out as I turn around automatically.
I've been here for how many years, and I still seem to never find the twigs before I step on them.
Well, you just have to spend more time in nature, but don't burn it down.
But that's half the fun.
Fine. I'll get you to some underbrush that needs a good burn.
So I assume you guys have gotten weird messages and weird things going on too. I can
Well,
only
yeah, I
assume
didn't
that's
notice
why we're all
Thru
here.
I wasn't really happy about it because when I picked up that message, it was kind of shocking.
Really, mine
I was taken aback.
there was a lot of wind going for me, but
Well, mine had something to do with the stars. The stars are fading.
interesting.
Not that you can see them in this fog, but
But
did
this is
mention
old
going to the
ground.
crossroad.
This is old ground. This is where the path used to be. It's not here much anymore.
Makes me a little more curious what is actually going on here.
I don't know.
I
Like
guess
David
there's
said,
one way to find out.
go to the crossroads.
Step forward.
Hey, hey.
Yeah. Well,
One foot in
mine
front
did
of the
say
other.
something
Let's
about
go.
some crossroads. Time to go see what's going on.
We'll wander aimlessly until we find some crossroads because I don't know if we can.
Is there a road
We
here
don't
at
even
all?
know where we're at.
You are in the middle of the forest. You're not on a path. You're not on a road.
Can't see the stars.
You can't.
Oh,
You
here's the
can't see the
question.
stars.
A crossroad always involves where people travel. And being
Right.
this is supposed to be an old crossroads, it would be where people used to travel.
Well, we would have to
So-
find any crossroads before we can determine whether it's new or old.
Well, which way is the nearest city?
I have no idea. I don't know where we're at.
I would have some idea.
I'd say let's just pick a direction and start going and see what happens.
Ain't my forest.
Rhonda, do we know which direction we are from the near from like Baldur's Gate or someplace like that?
You are not sure exactly where you are.
Okay.
You would know. You could. I will allow that you would know. This sounds incredibly a lot like the land of the undead.
Ah. It's fun to make people that way, but okay.
But without the normal means of geographical location for yourself, you're not sure where you are or even which direction to travel.
Okay. Which way is the wind coming from?
It seems to be coming.
I can roll survival if I need to.
Well, that's what I'm thinking.
It
Any way the wind blows
seems
doesn't matter to me, but
to be coming from the west.
From the west.
from the west. So do we go toward the wind or with the wind?
Go with the wind.
All right, we'll go east.
As you begin, not that you really know that it's east-west, but that's a location reference that we can use. So you have a direction.
You said that was from the west, so we'll go east.
Yeah. The wind is coming from that way, so you're going to go that way.
Right.
So you
So the
begin to
wind is on our
travel
back.
that way, and the wind seems to shift direction.
Oh,
The
now,
wind moved.
of course.
Uh, I'm going to stop and listen for a minute and try to pick up on any sounds of movement that would be on a road.
Forget to collaborate before you listen.
You're full of it tonight. That sugar kicking in?
A little bit. It's helping anyway.
You listen, and except for an occasional call of a crow, the only thing you really hear is the rumble of thunder in the distance.
Oh, I don't want to go to the thunder. I feel like we should follow the crow. Let's follow the crow.
Okay.
Follow the yellow big crow.
It's more like the black.
So you're following the crow.
I want to go as the crow flies.
And
Right.
as you're traveling along,
I mean, I could go up and see if I could get some bearings, but I have a feeling the fog is just going to hide everything, so... Oh, wait, no, I can't go up and get some bearings. I can't fly yet.
Not yet.
strategically leveling,
Follow the crow.
strategic beginning level of your characters. You can't
That's why they don't
fly.
want you to get good
I
levels.
can't
Because
fly.
then you get good stuff.
Strategic
Fly.
selection of your characters. You're going to be in a forest. There aren't going to be any druids. All right.
But
I am a druid.
I didn't give you your characters. You picked them.
I guess I'm going to be the first to die. I'm walking between them. Don't leave me behind.
You're walking along.
you
And
don't have to
as
be
you're
little. You're already
traveling,
little.
you get an uneasy feeling.
I think we're going the right way based on how I got here. Did you guys get here the same way with the scary face thing?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Go toward the uneasy feeling. Not that I really want to, but that's where I feel we probably need to go.
Long as
With
it's
your
not more than a
passive
feeling.
insight of 15, you get a sense that you're not alone. That would be you, Isala.
Yeah. We're probably being watched.
But it doesn't take a high passive insight for the other two to get that uneasy feeling. It's almost if the shadows are following you and moving.
Not that guy again.
Not that guy.
Only the shadow knows.
Who knows what
Believe
evil
it or
lurks
not.
in the hearts of men? The shadow knows.
The shadows.
But he ain't telling anyone.
I don't have any way to produce any kind of light or anything, so those shadows are just gonna come on. Wait, do we all have dark vision?
I don't even know.
Uh,
I haven't looked.
dark vision. Yes, I do.
Let's see.
It's listed in your senses box with your passives,
Yeah, left side of the screen.
if you do.
Oh, no, I don't have it.
Perhaps we should light a torch,
Yeah,
Sindra,
I will.
without burning down the forest?
Hey, I was
Fine this
born in the
time.
forest.
I'll actually let's see, double check. Oh, I have produce
Kendra,
flame,
sorry.
so I'll just have a
Kendra,
flame
not
in my
Sindra.
hand. I'll just produce flame in my hand, so I've just got a
Kendra
flame
is the
there.
torch.
Yes.
Kendra is the torch. All
I
right.
need to make it to where I can just have it like have my hair just light up and flip, with flame or something. That'd be even better. I can just be fiery firehead.
So you guys are traveling along. And as you're traveling along, you begin to notice that following along kind of at the an equal pace with you seems to be some movement just outside of the light circle. So those of you with dark vision will have better view.
Oh,
And it seems to be passing from one tree to the other. You don't know that it's traveling through the trees, but you can't really, you're not really sure. You've just been seeing this out of the corner of your eye as you're traveling along.
I want to. I might be asking for it here. But if it seems like it's an actual creature and not just shadow movement, if it seems like it's an actual creature, when I catch sight of it, I want to ready Thorn Whip. And when I catch sight of it, I want to snatch it and see if I can pull it closer so I can see what it is.
Okay.
It is an attack roll. If I, you want me to
But
roll an
roll
attack?
me your perception check first.
Roll me perception.
Because you're
Got it.
actively look, or you can roll investigation, either one. You're actively looking for this shadow that you've been catching glimpses of.
Right. My perception was a 15.
Okay. At one point, you do see it's not actually moving between, but you see coming from behind a tree. It's kind of at the, it's not really behind the tree peeking out. There's a tree and it's got
Right.
bramble around it.
Right.
And this seems to be peeking out of that area. You do
Okay.
see a small glow.
Okay. I'm gonna try to snatch it with my Thorn Whip.
Okay.
That will be a whopping 14.
Does your thorn whip grasp things that are
Yes.
ethereal? That
And it
are
just says creature that is larger, smaller, so I have no idea. I guess that would be up to you
a
as to
ghost.
whether or not.
It's a,
If it's immune to being grappled, then no, it's not going to
let
take it
me
because
look,
it's gonna be grappled.
because I've got that right here. Nope, wrong stack.
If it's not immune to being grappled, then yes, I would grab it. And if I hit it, it does actually take some damage, unfortunately. So if it's a friendly creature, I will have to bow down and beg for mercy.
Casper.
I was gonna say, is that a friendly ghost?
I know.
His name is Casper.
Casper. Dang it! I just did 4 points of damage to Casper.
There we go.
He's the friendliest ghost I know.
Okay. You cast your Thorn Whip.
We'll do 4 points of piercing damage. So, depending on. But then it grabs because it's thorny. But if it's immune to being grappled, it'll do the damage and just go through it.
Okay. You cast your Thorn Whip, and it does not seem to do what you want it to do, and it definitely does not grapple.
Oh, this thing ain't alive. Well, it's not physical anyway. It might be alive, but it ain't, like, physically present. It's merely a figment of your imagination. I'll keep walking.
All right.
It stands up to its full height.
Can I see this?
You can.
Then
You
I will also
s- you
swing
will
my blade
see.
at it.
Well, your blade, it's further out than what your melee is.
Then I will move toward it.
It stands up. Okay. And what you see is a man in tattered clothes. He seems to be watching you curiously. Now,
Take pictures, guy.
now, if you want to attack, you can attack.
Does he look threatening?
He does not. He does not move towards you, and all he seems to be doing is looking at you. He does not look threatening in any manner.
Okay, then I will ask him, what do you want of us?
He will move forward just to in front of the bushes.
Okay.
He will speak nothing. And he will kind of shrug his shoulder and shake his head.
Okay. I will hold my ground and say, what do you want of us?
I will turn back around.
He will do the same gesture again. He just shakes his head. He will lift his hands. He is.
He seems to be responding to you. I will
Right.
look at him and say, "Where's the old crossroads?"
He will step back behind the bush. And he will look around.
Oh, so he had to go bathroom.
And he will look at Isola and he will point in the direction that you have been traveling.
Sweet. We're on the right path.
Maybe.
Are you sure?
Or
Well, I mean, he didn't attack me after I tried to thorn whip him, so I'm gonna go with it that he's probably a friendly ghost. We can call him Casper.
Okay, well, obviously he feels this is the direction we should be going. Having no other information, I will say thank you and head that direction. You guys coming?
You will see him
Oh,
back up and he will just almost like he sinks into the earth. He just disappears.
Okay then.
Sweet.
Well, that was
May they all
interesting.
be that easy.
Yeah, somehow. I don't think so.
Yeah.
But let's take the easy way out this time.
Yeah. We'll keep going that direction then.
As you're traveling, you keep traveling.
Travel.
The storm begins to roll in. The thunder, the lightning, the rain begins. It is cold.
Do we need to seek shelter? I mean, I know rain is torturous to your hair, Kendra.
Hey, it's not horrible. It's just
Is Kendra
not
steaming?
great.
Please tell me you're steaming.
Only inside. Only internally.
You can see every drop.
As the rain begins to grow heavier and heavier and heavier, it does begin to get darker and darker.
And I start looking for a place to lay low for a few hours.
All right, help me out. How's your survival there, Cordite?
+5.
You were gonna say
Yeah,
foresight.
so is mine. I'll aid you. You roll twice with advantage.
All right. Yeah, let me click the advantage button and do my roll. 22.
Okay.
Nice. You rolled above a 10.
I did. I got a 17.
You are in the middle of this forest that's half dead. And you're looking around. You do find a large tree. That is a large dead tree. That at the base of its roots, there is a hole.
Big enough for me?
Big enough for, yes, big enough for you. It's a large tree.
Okay.
The hole in this tree, although it smells of rotting wood, will offer some reprieve from the pelting rain that is at the height of this storm.
All right. Go in, check it.
Okay.
This tree is dead.
This tree is dead.
Okay.
It does not
Go
appear to
in,
have
check
any
it
life
out.
to it.
Make sure that it's not flooding.
Kendra, you're not going to light this tree on fire by accident, are you?
Why would I do
Don't.
that?
It's already dead. Hopefully it's
Yeah,
wet enough that it won't catch fire.
wet enough out, but maybe not in.
I'm not gonna do it on purpose, if that's what you're
Yeah,
asking.
I meant accidentally.
That I make no promises of.
With that, Cordite will climb under the tree. All 7'5" of him.
It's a tight squeeze, but once you get in the tree, it's not as tight. The interior of the tree you can see is completely hollow on the inside, but it is not
Makes sense.
raining in the tree. The ground
That's a
is
good thing.
damp. The wood is damp. But it's not, you are protected from the pelting rain.
All right. We'll make our camp here. Cold camp, I suppose. We don't want to catch the tree on fire. And watches. Um, do you want first watch or last watch, Cordite? With you not
I will
having
take.
dark vision.
I will take the last watch.
Okay. Then what do you
Unless
want
one of
first
you
or
needs
last?
it.
My power comes from the stars, which you can't really see, but that's okay. I got stars with me. I got my crystal.
She carries stars just in
I
case.
carry stars just in case. Do you want first or last watch, Kendra?
I
Or
I'm
first
fine
or second
whenever
watch, I guess I should say.
because I can see in the dark. So
All right.
So the
Well,
middle
you
of the
take
night would
first
be the
watch.
best for you.
I'll take I'll take second. You take first.
okay.
Okay. Kendra,
Hmm.
you're on watch, and you still have that uneasy feeling that the forest seems to be watching you.
Is it
Okay.
I
watching?
will I will have you roll a perception check for your watch.
All right. Let's see. These dice rolls are not going to last much longer. I think. That's a 19.
Okay. You're taking watch, and you're watching the shadows. They seem to be moving, but not moving, almost as if this place is beginning to get under your skin.
Okay.
You hear movement inside the tree, and you look, and you notice that Isala, or Isala, you said Isala.
I said Isla, but or
That's fine.
Isla.
Um,
Isla.
you notice she's kind of tossing and turning a little bit. And you see in the distance, away from the tree, a figure.
Okay.
It's a familiar figure. Although it's translucent, you can tell it appears to look like your great grandmother.
Nana.
Well, she's not someone I expected to see here.
And you look at her, and she seems sad. There's a sadness.
Hmm.
She almost looks as if she's pleading for something. You don't know what it is. But it pulls the strings of your heart, and she vanishes. Isala, in your sleep, you are haunted by nightmares.
Oh dear.
Ghosts, undead, circle around you, periodically stop and look at you. You recognize one face. It's the same face that screeched at you. And as these figures are moving, you can hear inside the sound that's haunting your nightmare the words, Destiny beckons. The door, the crossroads. Destiny beckons. The door, the crossroads. Before you're awakened to take your watch.
Great. I have a feeling I need to find a door. I'm gonna watch the crossroads, or I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna watch. Keep an eye out for that scary face. Something about that scary face.
You take your watch. I will need you to roll me a perception check.
My perception is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
My perception is really good.
You're watching. You still have that same eerie feeling that the forest is watching you.
It's watching.
Always watching.
And you notice off in the distance and a figure, a ghost like figure. It looks like one of the old elders from your circle. He looks haunted and sad.
It's that eerie face, I'm telling you.
He seems to be trying to plead with you. You get a sense that he wants to tell you something. You hear a rustling in the tree, inside the tree, from behind you. And as you turn to look in the tree, the figure disappears. And you see Cordite is tossing and turning in his sleep.
Wonder if he's having the same nightmares.
Cordite, in your sleep, it's haunted by nightmares. You're seeing visions of faces, familiar and unfamiliar, ghostly, haunted, tortured. You see the face that's screeched at you,
Sounds like real
coming
life.
in and out of you, in the sounds that come along with your nightmare. You hear these words: the past and future, the door, the crossroads. Repeated: the past, the future, the door, the crossroads.
Okay.
And you are awakened by Isola for your watch.
Okay. The nightmare rings twice. The same stuff we're getting from this letter, we're getting from this nightmare. I will let her know that.
Huh. Yeah, I had a nightmare
It's
too,
like,
saying something about destiny awaiting.
yeah, this tell me to find this crossroads because there's supposed to be a door therein to the future.
I got the same thing. Or
Obviously, the nearer we get to it, the more we're going to see of it until we realize it.
Well,
7'5" giant saying this philosophical crap.
philo- being awful philosophical tonight.
Yeah, I don't like nightmares.
Well, why not?
Let me beat something up. That I like to do.
Well, if you see something from your nightmares, beat it up. Wake us up
Yeah.
so.
Well, you'll hear me. Probably howling at it, but that's okay.
Hey.
Have a nice
Okay.
sleep. Good luck. And she'll go to bed and I'll go to watch.
Roll me a perception check for your watch.
I don't have a watch.
It has
How about-
hands, not eyes.
22.
22. You're taking watch. You're having that uneasy feeling.
Thought I was the thief.
I'm standing watch.
You're
She's
standing
faking
watch. You're standing guard.
And I have a funny feeling.
And yeah, you have that uneasy feeling. It's unnerving.
Right.
For someone of your stature, for someone of your proclivities,
Right.
it's rather unnerving to have this sense of not knowing, of feeling of uncontrol. As you're peering around in the darkness, you see a figure in the distance.
Okay. I will
It's
hold
a-
position for.
Okay. It's a woman.
It's always a woman.
A long dress. Very, very Victorian dress.
Okay.
It seems to be a woman of stature.
Ah. So not one of them short little puny humans.
Hey. Oh, I'm not
She's
human. Good, you got
Or
that.
Genasi.
holding
Hey,
a
now.
parasol,
A parasol.
and she smiles at you.
Okay. I'm taken aback, but I
And
still hold
she
position.
opens her arms to you.
Okay.
As this vision is interrupted by tossing and turning inside the tree, and she disappears. And you turn to look, and Kendra is restlessly sleeping.
Okay.
Kendra,
Uh-huh.
in your sleep, the nightmares are coming. The faces, the places, things familiar, things unfamiliar, haunted, sad, tortured. You see a familiar face from the night before. It goes by. And with the sounds of your nightmare, within those sounds, you hear the words Lament meets resolve. The door, the crossroads. And it comes back around again. Lament meets resolve. The door, the crossroads. And you are awakened. For what looks to be a new day, but it is not light. The sky is dark and heavy with clouds, and the mist still surrounds you. Everybody gets a long rest, and
Get my
everybody
6
make a
points back.
Constitution savings throw.
All right, I get my points back and then lose them again.
Right?
18.
18.
14.
15.
Okay. You all saved. So you're good for the next day. It's a new day.
It's a new dawn.
You think a
Keep
new
going.
dawn,
Yeah,
although it's hard to tell.
and I'm feeling weird.
I'm feeling
You still
something.
don't
Okay.
have any sense of where you are or what direction to go outside what the man pointed.
Let's go the same direction.
Does
we're
that
going.
seem to coincide with where the lady was with the parasol?
Yes,
All right. That's the direction I'm going to start heading. Guys following?
Yep.
Yep.
you are traveling along.
Singing a song side by
In the rain.
side. We got to get where we're going. Sorry for the weather. Can't do a thing about it. I'm
It's
not a
raining.
druid.
I've been through worse.
Again, not as hard as it was last night, but it is raining.
Wish I had that lady's parasol.
You're traveling along, and you're still seeing these shadows that seem to move. You kind of have brushed them off, brushed them aside, tricks of the eye. But as you're traveling and you're moving forward, you will all notice the mist that is in front of you seems to be moving, morphing, almost changing and becoming solidified. As you brush the rain from your face, you see standing in front of you a 6 foot tall mantis.
Mantis?
Mantis. Its shell is black and it has cracks. And seeping out of these cracks is some sort of a green substance that oozes and runs on the dark shell.
This can't be a good thing.
It's got 8 limbs, 4 of which are on the ground, supporting like legs. The other 4 are in the air, and they are poised ready to strike. And it appears in front of you, about 40 foot ahead of you.
Does it appear to be real?
From everything you can see, it looks to be very real. Druid, roll a nature check.
Druid, I will.
Druid, whoever you
Druid.
are.
Druid rolls a
Druid person thing.
Druid rolls a 19.
That's how I roll. That's how I run my one shots at conventions. they're identified by class.
You don't want to learn their names.
Well, you have 4 weeks with us, not 4 hours.
Okay, what
There's
did
always
you
a
roll
chance
again?
of recurring.
Right? 19. That's unless
Okay.
I die today.
Okay. You're looking at this, and this looks like a praying mantis, except for extremely large and the wrong color. And the
Also
shell on it
weird
is
fluid.
definitely shell-like.
I'm gonna guess that this is not a friendly creature, being that it's poised to strike. But it is indeed a praying mantis. But it's totally wrong and totally too big. And I mean, it's a praying mantis as far as that's what it looks like.
Right.
Everybody needs to roll for initiative.
Dang. Why can't I roll like this when I'm GMing?
You need to roll like that when I'm GMing, otherwise you might be dead.
Well, that's kind of what I expect most of the time when I'm playing. That was a dirty 20.
All right.
12.
And what about Kendra?
Initiative 15.
The mantis got a 19. And for those of you who are watching, we will be playing this Theater of the Mind.
And no battle maps. Sorry.
Isala.
That's what happens when you have a stand-in tech person.
Yes. We're not in the theater and we don't mind.
You have the high initiative. You get the first strike.
Okay.
Or not strike,
How far
however you
away
choose to play it.
How far away is this creature?
He is about 40 feet.
Okay. I am going to, knowing Cordite and having played with him before or adventured with him before, he's going to run in there and wallop. So I will move about 15 feet closer and I will shoot a guiding bolt at it
Okay.
and say, "You are an abomination to nature." That's an 18 to hit. Dang.
It hits.
Way to go.
What the hey? Hold on, let me double check this. That is 46. All right.
Oh, jeez.
Jeez. What are you doing?
I am. I am. Oh, oh shoot! I lost the die. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points of radiant damage. Now I
11.
have to find the die I lost on the floor. Where is it, Lulu? There it is. Oh, and that was one of my. Bam!
All right.
That was from my star crystal. Wah!
The mantis takes 2 attacks with his upper limb.
Oh, dang. Did it come up to me?
It will move up to you.
I was really hoping Cordite would go before it would.
I gave you its initiative.
Yeah, well, you know. That's how much I pay attention.
That
Hey,
is a
GM brain is shut off.
dirty 20
That'll hit.
and a 27.
And that'll hit too.
Let me pick out which ones I want to use.
You are muted, Senior, if you said something to us.
I'll use these 2. For 11 points.
Ouch.
Oh, I didn't write it down. I think it's piercing damage, but it might not be.
I don't think it matters for me. I don't have any resistances.
Let me double check.
That hurt. I'm less than half already.
It is bludgeoning damage. That's,
Okay.
I should write that on my paper.
Oh, I bet
Okay.
you that's what that one does. Yes. Yes.
And that brings us to Kendra.
How far away from me is it?
Let me see. It was 40, and it moved up to Jody, and Jody moved up
I only moved up about 15 feet.
about 15 feet. That's what I thought. So it is about 15 feet from you.
Okay. Then see, I'm not much of a melee person, so
That's all right.
I'm going
Stand back
to
there.
take my flame in my hand that I've already got and throw that initially,
Okay.
since it's already there and I don't have to do anything extra. That's 16 to hit
That hits.
for 6 damage.
All right.
And then I'm going to back up about. Well, actually, no, I guess I won't back up since she's within melee of it already. I'm just going to make sure that I'm, like, kind of behind her.
All right.
But actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm going to move up 5 feet, but still be behind Jody.
Okay.
Isila, right? Yeah.
Right.
Yep. Isala.
All right.
I
That makes
pronounced myself about 5 different ways.
We discussed this for half an hour.
Isila.
Cordite. It is. You are on mute.
It is time.
It is time. Cordite. Punch.
Rage
Come on.
and reckless attack.
Okay.
So we are going to step forward, and we're going to add advantage. Swing that great axe
All right.
and try to slice this thing and dice this thing, and only get a 15.
A 15 hits.
Oh, that's better than the natural one I got on the other die.
Good heavens.
Yeah, it's just that kind of day. And let's see, I get pluses on the damage too, right?
Yeah, it's a plus your
Yeah, I
strength
think
again,
so.
I think, or it's a +2. Might
Plus
be a
2.
straight +2. Yeah.
So that'll be 7 points of damage. That's how bad I rolled. I rolled a 1. But hey, 7 points is 7 points.
7 points is 7 points. That brings us back to the top of the round. Isala.
Eee. It's me. Oh dear me. I want. I don't know what I want to do. I'm standing right there with it. Cordice is with me though.
I'm there too.
I am going to. Oh, I was looking for like a. All right, I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to maintain my own personal self. Or no.
Or heal yourself.
I'm going. Right? I am going to back up Kendra.
Okay.
And as a.
Oh, I was right behind you, so.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
not that
you're
far
about
to back
15
up.
feet. Yeah.
What?
Might
No, I
still
Far
be
was
in
enough
range.
away.
I was
Um,
literally right behind you so that I'd be 10 feet away from the thing.
oh, okay. I thought you'd stayed 15, 20 feet away. But
No,
anyway,
sorry.
He's literally right behind you.
literally right behind me. I will back up around Kendra. I'm going to do that all night. And
Sorry.
I'm going to, as a bonus action, activate my starry form, which will put a constellation about me to look like, isn't Orion the archer? Which is going to be the archer. And with that, I'm going to shoot a magical arrow from my form. Because on an activation, I can do this. And, oh, make a ranged spell attack. Okay, so I'm using my spell modifier. That was a 10 to hit.
That misses.
And my starry arrow goes shooting into the night. And disappears in the fog.
Disappears in the mist.
Pat, grass just died.
I tried, guys. I tried.
That brings it to the man's turn. The
It's an
mantis
action to do
will
my wild
step
shape.
forward just a little bit. And it's going to make 2 attacks, but it's going to make 1 at Cordite and 1 at Kendra. 25 to hit Cordite.
Oh yeah, that's gonna hit.
Yeah. And an 11 for Kendra. No,
See, I'm not the only one.
11 misses.
Okay. And it's going to hit Cordite for 8 points of
4 points.
bludgeoning damage.
4
why you're
points
supposed
of
to be up
bludgeoning
front.
damage. That's the advantage to raging.
Oh,
I love you. Go lay down, please.
and that makes it Kendra's turn.
Okay. Um, uh, wait, so this thing hurt all of us that time? Just some of us? Sorry. How are we doing on health? We're all good at the moment.
Well,
I
I'm less than half, but
Oh,
I've backed up, so
I'm fine.
And you can heal yourself, right?
yes.
Okay. Because of the type of sorcerer I am, I can actually do cure wounds.
It's a nice feature to have as a side.
Yep. So you backed up. Then actually I'm gonna use my once a day thing that I've got to cast Burning Hands at this. Making sure to only catch angle it so I only catch the mantis.
okay.
So dex save.
It's a 15.
That saves. Um, so half damage, so it's gonna take 5.
5 points of damage.
Didn't roll super high, but it's not horrible on 3d6. Hair above average.
Which brings us to Cordite again.
I know it is average.
Okay. We are going to attack it again.
All right.
Uh, do I get advantage again, or I okay, let's see. Okay.
Don't you get advantage on your attack because you're raging?
Yeah, I don't know. I've never played. Let's see. Gain
Only if
advantage
it's
on
reckless.
strength check. Right. No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not going reckless this one. I am just so 13 to hit.
That misses.
That's what I thought.
I need you to roll me since you missed, a dexterity save.
Okay.
The DC's 12.
Well, of course I got a 10.
Well, of course you did. You will, when you miss, accidentally touch.
Oh, wait a second. On Dex against effects you can see while not blinded, I get advantage.
Oh, so roll
Roll
again.
again and take the higher.
Okay. Well, that was a 3, so 10.
Well,
Sounds about right.
as I was saying,
Yeah.
when you swing and you miss, you accidentally came into contact
Okay. With
on
the
your
green
miss
yeah.
with the green, and you will take 2 points of acid damage.
So 1 point of acid damage.
Are you? Yeah, you're immune to everything, aren't you? Or resistant to
Resistant.
Everything,
gotcha.
Everything
resistant to
except for
everything
psyche.
except psychic.
Oh,
But psychic, yeah,
jeez.
Nice.
That's nice.
yeah. So totem spirit's a bear. Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
Okay. As a bonus action,
All right.
I am going to take a hidden step.
A hidden step. Nice.
As a bonus action, turn invisible until the start of your next turn. You attack, deal damage, or force a saving throw once per short rest. So I am going to take a hidden step behind him.
Okay. No, duly noted. Back to the top of the round. Isla.
Seeing Cordite disappear, I'm going to back up a little bit more. Um, and probably another 15, 20 feet. And I'm going to shoot my longbow as my action, which was a 17 to hit.
That hits.
So that is a 10 points of piercing damage.
Ooh.
It is a magical longbow. And then, as my bonus action, I'm going to shoot another starry arrow,
All right.
which is at a 17 to hit.
That hits.
And that is 5 points, I believe, of radiant damage. Let me double check that damage. Points of, yep, radiant damage.
Ooh. Okay. It's not looking too good. Not looking too good at all. But it's his turn. And
Attack per round.
he's going to he is going to he has this feature. It's called a hex blast. And it's a 30-foot cone straight out in front of him. I need Kendra and Isla to make a Constitution savings throw. The DC is 14.
That is a 12.
It's like my type of rolling.
Yeah, when you have the both of us in a party, we should just make a
21.
whole lot of
All
level 1
right.
characters and just go raiding a village one day. That way we can just constantly see how many ways we can die. Ooh, we could do it like 1,000 ways to die or something.
50
You
ways.
died to a
We
villager.
should do dumb ways to die.
1,000 ways to die to villagers.
Yeah, to villagers.
Level 0 characters.
And the village keeps thinking, why do all these random adventurers keep attacking our village? They're not good
Well, they're
at it
so
either.
I can't roll a 16 on a 12-sider.
That's perfectly okay.
I know, I have other
To roll a
12-siders
16.
in here. Jody, you take 9 points of necrotic damage.
Ouch.
Chuck, you take half that.
4.
So, foe damage.
How hurt is this creature looking?
It looks pretty doggone hurt.
But not as hurt as you are.
It's
Gonna
your
take
turn,
me out.
Kendra.
My turn?
Uh-huh.
All right. Seeing how hurt she is, Isala, I'm
Well, I
going
can't heal
to.
myself.
I know, but
Yeah, but
you
it makes
also.
sense to.
It's also good to have you healed just in
Because
case.
he knows I have plans.
So I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds. Reach over and cast Cure Wounds on her.
Okay.
Reach
All
out,
right.
reach out, and touch.
So
someone.
6 points of healing.
6 points of healing.
I mean, it's only a level 1 spell, so it's not like I'm doing a
Right.
lot. But
It's
For
it
now,
helps.
every little bit helps.
I'm not stumbling at death's door.
And I'm gonna pull out my whip just to have it out, just in case.
Okay.
He's gonna whip it.
Would be good.
Good.
Yes, she
I'll
carries
be
a
on a
whip,
roll tonight with these things because Jody and Leela got me started today. It is Cordice's turn.
and yes, Kendra's main
Okay.
weapon is a whip at the moment.
Since I'm attacking out of invisibility, does that give me advantage?
Oh, yes, it does. I do believe so.
Just wanted to make sure before I
You'd have to
took
double check,
advantage of it.
but yeah, because it unless
It
yeah,
does not
if
know where
had
you went.
perception. Yeah.
24 to hit.
That's a hit.
The other was a 2. Well, plus 6 is an 8. That's the lowest I get, 7. Maybe I can do better on my slashing this time. Yes, I did. So 11 points of slashing damage.
All right. So, how do you want to do this, Cordite?
Hey.
I'm coming up behind it, and I'm just going to hit it in the thorax, and I'm going to split it in 2.
So, pull it into, and it falls to the ground in a heap of black, crunchy, green oozy mess.
Beautiful.
Dinner's served.
Dinner is served. Dinner is served.
That's a nasty little creature there.
And
Yeah, that is not a typical creature, man.
Oh.
Oh, wait, you're not even in. Um, it is
Are
8
you
o'clock.
okay?
I was going to say,
Me? No. Uh, mentally or physically? Wait, maybe I should clarify. Um,
Who's
do you
awake?
want to take a break?
take
I'm
a
not
break.
awake.
Let's
Good
take a
place to
break.
wait.
I can get me some more
All right,
water.
it is a good place for a break. That's why I brought it up.
Yep.
So are we
So
doing?
we will be right
Are,
back.
are we doing millstones or points?
Millstones.
Millstones. That's
Millstones
what I
Going
thought.
that
to
hang
level 1
around your
now.
neck.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
All right, we'll be right back. one. And we're back.
Welcome back. We took our break. When we took our break, the party has just slain a rather large mantis. What is it that you're going to do now?
Disney World.
Is there anything with this mantis that is? I want to look it over. Is this natural or is this like has this been altered by some kind of magic? Am I able to figure that out?
Actually,
Uh,
I can detect magic.
you can detect magic. You can roll an arcana check.
I will. It's free for me to detect magic.
Okay.
Once per
Go for it.
short rest. So yeah, I will do that.
You do not see any particular, you don't see any magic on the mantis.
Okay.
Um,
What about it? Let's see. You can detect magic in disguise up 3 feet short. Okay. What about in the area?
you do see a little bit of magic where the mantis originated, where he was standing. How far is
Okay.
it? Detect magic is 30 feet, right?
Something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where you do detect some faint magic where he was originally standing.
Okie dokie.
Although this creature's not magical, Jody,
Yeah.
you can tell it was manipulated in some form, possibly through magic,
Okay.
or possibly it could also possibly be through genetic altering.
Okay. Well, there's nothing about this creature that could draw our attention. I say we move onward.
Pressing onward.
Do you not want to check out the magic in the area?
Yeah, I was gonna check. I'll look at the magic in the area. I'll follow my nose, so to speak.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, we were gonna head in the area he was coming from anyway, right?
Right, you
Yeah,
are.
pretty much.
Yeah.
What you're going to find is you're going to find lying on the ground where the creature came from. You're going to find 3 black feathers, a parchment, and an object that is flat and somewhat heart shaped. At the base, at the point, there's a rather large circle cut in it, and this is about a good 5-6 inches. It's small, but it's not tiny. Um, and it's made of wood, but it is also adorned at the point where the circle is. Out of that, you will see that if you turn it so the point is up, there appear to be 2 skulls, bird skulls, that are coming from that point.
Is it
Um,
something we might have seen before? Something we might recognize?
Uh,
Otherwise, I'm confused.
I'm I'm gonna look at the feathers.
And the magic is coming from that faint little bit of magic is coming from that heart-shaped object. Roll
Well,
me.
I'm dumb enough to pick it up, so
Roll me a history check.
yeah, 5.
Do you want all of us to do that or just him?
Anybody that wants to look at it.
I mean, I'll take a look, but I'm more
Here,
interested
take a
in
look.
the feathers. That's an 18. Okay. Are you skilled in
Sure.
history?
Well, let's see. Probably not. No, history's not my thing.
Okay.
Um, yeah,
Seen it before or something
yeah.
like it?
You've seen things like this before. You know it's
What is it?
called a planchette.
Panchet or a planchette?
A planchette. Plan, P-L-A-N, planchette.
Yep.
Because the DM done planned this.
Because it's planchet.
Yeah, exactly.
Where have we seen something like this before? Is it used for the arcane? Is it used for the...
You have heard that some use this with a device that's used to communicate with the dead.
What is it doing here? Aren't we in the land of the dead? But it's only half of it. It's used in conjunction with something. We don't have the other half.
Don't have the other.
What about the feathers?
They are black feathers.
Yeah.
Uh,
Are they? Can I tell if they're crow or some other bird or?
you look at them. They're
not from a bird. They've been fabricated.
No, they're from a bird.
Okay.
And you figure they're probably raven feathers.
Okay. And the parchment. Is it rolled?
It is.
Is there magic coming off of it?
Nope.
Okay. Well,
Now
there's
the
no magic.
planchette would have written on it.
Open up the parchment. See if that's the other half.
You open up the parchment and it reads, amidst the echoes of shadowed dreams, a flicker of hope ignites. A rendezvous with destiny beckons. To unlock the door, venture to the crossroads where the past and the future intertwine. Where the house's lament meets your resolve.
All right, to the crossroads. Got to do something. Unlock the door. Got it.
Yeah. All seems to point towards this crossroads that we don't know where they are. Maybe if we found a road in the first place, we could find where the crossroads are.
Perhaps.
Okay,
shall
well,
we continue on our path?
I'm going to put the planchette in my bag of holding.
Okay.
All right, all right.
Since there was some magic in that. And off we go
Might be
to
tempted to give
Oz.
it to Kendra.
It doesn't matter for now which of us holds it.
Well, that's true. We
Yeah.
don't have the other half. Moving onward.
You move onward. It's miserable travel. You're wet. You're cold.
Getting
It
used to it at
rains.
this point.
The mist is all around,
Oh yeah.
and you journey forward. You're sure that the night sets in, and along with the rain, along the way, the rain begins to fall harder and harder. Lightning streaks across the sky.
I think that's our
Ahead
pizza.
of, oh no, the head of you, you're traveling along. You come to a place, and the rain is whipping around you. The lightning, the thunder are loud. The lightning is bright. And you notice on the ground about 15 feet ahead of you, there is lying, caught up in the weeds that are there, another parchment.
Well, I'll go and fetch the parchment from the weeds.
I'll go and watch her back.
All right.
Chop these weeds down if they take me out.
And you pick up the parchment and you open it and read it. And it says, within the depths of the house's echoes, a cryptic invitation awaits your inquisitive soul. To find the path, look to the heart of the old crossroads where fear takes root and courage shall bloom. And
Okay,
just as
go
you
ahead.
read that last word, there is a loud crash of thunder, and you can even feel the ground shake.
Oh great, what have you unleashed this time?
I didn't unleash anything. It's not my
You
fault.
sure about
This
that?
is all your
The
fault.
lightning flashes, and after the lightning flashes, or as the lightning flashes, you notice the silhouette of a person moving in the distance. And the lightning subsides. And you look around and you realize that you're in an area that is cleared.
Ah, a path, an old path.
Hey,
I'm
does
gonna
it
head
look like a
towards where I
crossroad?
saw the person moving.
As you begin to move, you realize that you're in the center of a crossroad.
Ah, guess what, guys? Well, I'm gonna actually, since something was written about the center of it, I'm going to search the ground, get on my hands and knees, if you will, and search the ground for anything unusual, any entrances, any messages, anything.
Another parchment, perhaps? They seem to be coming out of the woodwork. Literally.
Yeah.
As you're looking around, The wind begins to blow
It whispers, Mariah.
just above a gentle breeze, and you can hear in the wind a voice that says, "The house awaits."
Joy.
Get off my lawn.
Now they're telling us instead
Get
of
off
having us
my
read it.
lawn.
Get out.
But I
And
don't
you
want
look
to go
up
to the house.
in the direction where you saw the figure moving, and there's a house.
Okay, guess what the door to the house might be? The door to this adventure.
Maybe. Maybe. But it's getting a little late and I have 7 hit points. Maybe we should rest
Yeah,
and
before
then
we go into
visit
the
the house.
house, let's get ourselves
Yeah,
prepared.
resting might be good.
Okay.
Uh, and I would recommend doing it away from the house, not
Yeah.
sitting on the porch of it.
That sounds like a good plan. Good plan.
I don't care if we get
Uh,
rained on. I'd rather get rained on than get to the death house. I mean,
yeah, yeah, right. Let's take a step off this crossroads and take a nap, please. Same watches.
okay. We're going to go to the corner opposite whichever corner the house is sitting on.
Okay.
So if it's northeast, we're going southwest.
I actually have the crossroads in Albert if
If
you
it's
wish to look
southwest,
at
we're
it.
going united.
Southwest United.
Yeah.
All right. Um, and on this map, which direction would the house be? Would it be north, south, east, or west from us?
Uh, it would be in a southwesterly direction.
See,
Southwesterly.
I
Okay,
told you.
we're in the correct position to take a rest.
Yeah.
We are going to
Northeast.
take the corner opposite that and take a nap.
All right.
And
And you're going to
And
set
lay
up
down
watches.
for. Oh yeah,
yeah, let's do
Yeah.
same watches.
absolutely.
First watch then is
Kendra.
Kendra.
Sure.
You want to
And
roll for
myself,
me?
Lynn Fordite. My buddy. You have to, when she
13?
wants to play, you
Fif-
have to play with her.
13.
13.
I love you, Lulu.
Okay.
Get down. Get down.
As you're taking your watch, you
Down.
notice
Get
that
down. Down.
Down, get down.
the rain is remaining steady. The lightning and the thunder still persist, but it is not as hard as it was earlier, but it does persist. You continue with your uneasy feeling. You are watching intently and trying to make out the shadows. Are they real or are they just shadows? You do hear Isola again in her sleep.
Hmm.
Isola. As you sleep in your nightmares, you see many ghosts and undead. And you hear with the sounds a soft, faint voice. And all it says is rescue me.
Okay. Keep an eye out for that creepy face.
You don't see the creepy face. Not this time.
It's not as bad of a nightmare.
And Kendra wakes you up
Oh,
for your
take
watch.
watch. My perception is a whopping 1. And then I add my 5. That's 6.
You are looking around and you're not seeing anything unusual. It is the same mist, the same rain, the same thunder, the same lightning that you've been experiencing ever since you wound up here. You're wet, you're cold, your sleep's been disrupted. You're tired and you just don't see anything. But you do hear cordite. And he is definitely dreaming. And cordite in your nightmares. You see the woman, the one you saw on your watch, the one with the parasol. And she's standing on a porch. And you hear in everything that's going on in your nightmare, you hear the voice that says, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for you. And you're awoken by Isola to take your watch.
Okay. Hate these stupid nightmares.
Mm-hmm.
You too, huh?
Yeah.
Mine
I
is
long for a
encouraging me
full
to
night's rest.
rescue. Yeah, right? As long as I
Roll
get
for your
pretty
watch.
I used to have a goofy watch. The hands went backwards.
good.
I remember that.
Yeah, it was a great watch. Kept good time. 8.
Your watch.
That's with a +5.
You're watching. You're watching over
Seeing
your
nothing.
friends. You're looking around.
Maybe I should have lit a torch.
You're wet. You're cold. You weren't dressed for this kind of weather. It's miserable. It's uneasy. You think you see things flying by, but they're not there. It's beginning to be too much for your senses to take. You hear Kendra tossing and turning, and you know she has not escaped the nightmares either.
Hmm.
Kendra,
Hmm?
you are in a room. There are
Right.
many souls in the room. They seem to be pleading, but you hear nothing.
I
They're
don't.
looking around. This place, you know, is underground,
But
but
I
you're
don't
not
know
sure
where.
where. But it does glow with a red glow. And suddenly you hear a voice out of nowhere. And it says, I await your arrival. And you are woken up. It is morning, or so you think it is. It is dark. It is dank. It is dreary. What do you do?
I yawn because I didn't get a really good night's sleep, but I got a good enough sleep. Let's
Roll a constitution savings throw.
ooh, that is a 19.
Very good. Cordite,
See,
constitution savings throw.
Constitution 24.
Very good.
That's
Wow,
my
where did
max.
that one come from?
Kendra,
Well, it came from a +4 and a natural 20. Happens once in a blue moon.
23.
Moon was
very
blue.
good.
Moon must be blue.
You did get a long rest, but your minds are tired.
So we have a level of exhaustion.
Do not have a level of exhaustion yet.
Hmm.
We're not physically exhausted yet.
Yeah, but mental exhaustion is just as bad.
Can be.
Sometimes. Sometimes it's worse.
Yes.
Let's go to this house. I think the only key, the way to get out of here has got to be through the house. So,
Sounds like it. We're about as prepared as we're ever going to be.
ain't that the truth? Oh,
Hmm.
wait a minute. I may want to switch out one of my spells. Spells, manage spells. Um, switch out that one. prepare that one. Don't know how often I'll cast it, but I'll prepare that one. All right,
You ready?
we'll see what happens.
All right.
Yep.
Find my page.
Yeah, I can't change my spells. That's is that a? It's not a ritual. Never mind. Oh, I can't do rituals. That's right. Forgot sorcerers can't do ritual casting.
True.
I have a spell I would do if we could, but I can't. So I
Unless
won't.
you can't. Oh, I mean, I can if we want to be stealthy. I do have Pass Without a Trace. It would
I
take
don't
one
know
of my
that it's going to
spell
matter a whole
slots.
lot.
I don't think it will either, to be fair. I think they're very well aware that we're coming, based on the dreams we've been having.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to the house.
Might as well.
Yep.
Put off the inevitable long enough.
And you get to the stairs that head up to the porch of a somewhat tall, large, possibly once in its day was a stately manor.
Stately Wayne Manor.
And you see at the top of the steps, there's a gentleman who seems to be sitting, looking at papers.
Good day, sir.
S- Standing over his shoulder is a spectral image of a younger man. He will look up from his papers when you greet him, and he will say, "Welcome."
Does it appear as though the spectral image is the same as the guy
There
at a
is a
younger time in his life?
there is a familial look to it.
Ah, okay. Familial look. Okay. So Grandpa watching over him or him watching over Grandpa, one of the two. Both of which are scary, but
And he will stand up. He will introduce himself as Rudolph Van Richten.
we have been through circumstances and many interesting messages sent here. We're not sure why, but yet we are here because we could not avoid the calling to come here. Would you be able to fill us with some information as to why we're here?
I would be wary.
That's a given.
She calls in
She?
those who are on her radar under the pretense of salvation.
Okay, that seems to fit, but who is she and why us?
Yeah, who is she?
Besides the
She
obvious, why us? Because it's our adventure.
She is Theodora
Why me?
Havrest.
Theodora.
Have
Okay.
rest. She must have
Havrest.
rest. She
H
needs
Two
A
of
to
L
us.
rest.
V H R E S T.
Two of us have middle names, Theodora.
And she
Oh,
takes on many forms.
Uh, most most women take on many forms, but the question is, why us? What can we bring to whatever issue is at hand?
That only she can tell you. But there
you guys,
must be something.
she's in the house.
Okay, well, you obviously know more than we do. So obviously, we're being pursued into this quest and must needs step forward. The question is, which way is forward?
The house?
I have yet to find my way through the house.
But
Okay,
obviously you
I
can
have been
expedite it.
researching it for quite some time.
You've actually
so
gone in the house.
I've been in the house.
Okay.
to the apparition which appears with you. Gibbs.
I have no idea what you speak of. I
Ah,
travel alone.
then maybe
Okay.
it is you.
I see dead people. How long have you been here, sir?
Or do you even know?
I have been in the area for a long time.
Like decades?
Decades.
Yeah, it could be just a younger version of himself. It did say that like the
That's what I'm
past
thinking.
and the future cross here, so
I seek to release the spirits, to allow them to cross over to the other side. My fear is that my son is stuck here.
okay, maybe it is his son.
Okay. And maybe we can help release him if we accomplish whatever task is set before us.
She is a tricky one. The ghosts inside the house, some are loyal, some are not. Some live in fear or don't live in fear.
Well,
They will speak with
Court-
you under proper circumstances.
well, according to all the parchments that we have received. Did you receive notes when you came?
I did not.
Okay.
I know what I've learned from research and study
Well, we've
and
received a
firsthand
few
account.
cryptic messages, to say the least. But all of these cryptic messages seem to indicate whatever is needed is in the house. And I'm thinking needs to go to the center of the crossroads. Do you know what it is that we seek?
I do not know what you seek.
Great. That makes 4 of us.
I guess we go in the house. Do you have any recommendation on where in the house it would be best to start our search?
We have floor plans, maps.
He will pull out some hand drawn maps and hand them to you.
Go lay down. Go lay down. That's a good girl.
Are there any traps we should know about?
None that I have discovered, but that does not mean that they are not there.
Hey, stop that.
Oh, I will.
I told her to go lay down, so she went to her dog bed and started pulling out the stuffing. That's not laying down. Go lay down. Be a good girl. Go lay down. Without pulling out stuffing.
What would be the best way?
I've crushed her bubble.
Do-do-do-do.
She's like, man, you're not letting me pull out the stuffing.
I'm going to put
All right.
this in.
Into the house. Go to the front door. Is it open? Closed? Locked?
The front door will be open. It will be unlocked. It will not be open.
Will be unlocked. Okay. Cordite?
Okay. I will step forward and I will open the door like the idiot that I am.
All right. To go. Let's see if I can
After,
get
of
this
course,
to
we can
upload.
make some copies of the
Do-do-do-do-do.
floor plans and whatnot so that we can have a general idea of what we might be walking into.
All right. I put it in the general. For you guys in Discord.
Ah, okay. Floor plan.
But the map is also in Albert. If you want to.
Okay.
You open up the door and you
Ooh,
go
I see
in,
one of my
or
favorite words there.
you will enter into a foyer. It's a little old, a little run down. It's definitely grand in its day. And there's a staircase that goes up. There seems to be a closet to the left of the door. And there are doorways to the right and straight ahead, and on the left towards the back of the room, the foyer.
All right. take a look around. Any unusual decor, tapestries, artwork that might date this house per se?
The house seems to be very old. Uh, Things around the house are dark in their nature. Um, Very, I mean, it's at the land of the undead, so
Well, yeah, I was just looking for like, family portrait or,
nope,
something
not
like
in the
that
foyer. There are
that
no
might
family portraits.
give any
Um,
any anything here. And checking the closet. Actually, that's probably where Kendall would go. You hide everything in the closet.
Come out of that closet.
No, don't let the skeletons out, all right? Leave the skeletons in there. I don't want to fight skeletons right now.
you will look in the closet, and there's old and tattered cloaks in there, in blacks and reds. Very indicative of being in the land of the undead, which you would probably know. Very indicative of possible vampire.
Oh, lovely. Oi. All right. So, I picked up a spell that probably won't do us any good if there's vampires in these mists, but it'll also help you guys in the process. So, just we'll be fine. It'll be fine. So, where do we want to go next? According to our little hand-drawn map, kind of what would those rooms be? Like living room, den, kitchen,
Well, the one
bedroom.
that says food is probably the kitchen.
Oh, hey, I don't know that I'd want to eat any food here though. Just saying,
Oh, we could look, but
we could definitely
at
look.
least it gives us a starting point.
All right, all right.
Start there and then come down the other two rooms in that pattern and go up the but stay on this level for now, determining what
Oh yeah,
is on this level.
let's do that.
All right.
All right. Yeah, let's go. I guess maybe work our way that direction.
So you're moving to the. You have three doors to select and a set of stairs. You decided to stay this level.
We'll go to the one on the right, kind
All
of
right.
following the right wall, since Cordite mentioned food over there in that room. So we'll check out the food. Not that I'm gonna eat any of it, but hey.
Well, you go through the right doorway, the doorway to the right, and it's a narrow room, about the same length as the foyer, but narrower. It does have several chairs in there. For seating. There's another door
Chairs
to
for
the right,
seating.
and there's another door to the north. Are you trying to get everybody in there, Jody?
Well, I was seeing if I threw my token in there, if it would open up. All right. There's chairs for seating, like this is a waiting room of some kind.
Or a seating area.
It's a sitting room. 10 to 1 says to the right. Still, if we follow the right wall, it's probably a dining room of some kind
Sure.
somewhere in there.
Probably.
I
That
want
makes
to
sense.
just investigate this room. Should have investigated the foyer, but we did
Okay.
look in the closet. I want to investigate this room. I just want to inspect anything, if anything stands out in particular, like a chair that's more worn than the rest, or maybe of a different tapestry, like a different upholstery, or um, seems to be angled a little bit differently. I want to investigate that.
Get my number up here and I'll tell you. This is just simply a seating room. There does not seem to be anything in here out of the ordinary. No particular chair really looks more set in than the others.
Okay.
Wow, Jody.
What?
When you aligned up this room with the squares,
Yeah.
only three of you could fit in this room. And if you tried to sit on the chairs, you would crush them.
I told you that it probably was, 10-foot squares as opposed to 5-foot squares. That's why I was like, should I expand this out? But you're like, nah, it'll be fine. I said, okay,
Well,
fine.
since we're not doing owlbear,
That's true.
it's
Nobody
okay.
else
True.
can see it but us.
You guys are the only
Yep,
ones that can see
that's
it.
true.
So,
That's
It's
true.
all relative.
It is all
but
relative.
that is what's in that room. It is a simple seating room.
All right. Nothing about this room, huh?
Yep.
The foyer had stairs, right?
Mhm.
Is there something under the stairs? I feel the need to check, especially since Kendra had a nightmare about being in the basement or being under the ground at least. Maybe not the basement.
Excuse me.
I would still recommend that we clear this floor before we start exploring any other floors. But we can always go to the.
True.
Actually, I would recommend the basement last.
There does not seem to
Well,
be
especially
anything under the stairs.
okay. Especially since we've already found some evidence of what might be vampiric. It's probably a
Right.
good call. Alrighty then. Lucy, you're driving me crazy. Go lay down. Alrighty then. Well, back to the sitting room. There's a door across the hall or across the room,
Yep.
and then one on
Going
the
up.
north side, I guess I should say,
Yep.
if we're gonna do directional here. Um, do we want to just stick to the right wall? Probably leads to the dining room. Well, maybe not. There's a little small room in here. The bigger room is probably a dining room. So I'm very curious about some of these drawings. Mommy's things. Wait, did this guy draw these?
He didn't say.
I thought he said that he sketched these out.
He said he had a map, or he
Ah,
said he had a drawing.
but
Okay.
we're
Yeah.
not sure if he was the drawer.
Okay. Because if he was the drawer and it says mommy's things, that makes me a little nervous. Um, let's go to the little room. Stick to the right wall and go to the little room across this room from here.
It
The
might
room in the
indeed be the little room,
southeast corner of this upper or this first floor.
Okay. You enter
but
the
I'm not
room,
not privy to that information.
Yeah.
and there's furniture, and it faces, or sort of faces, a handsome concert harp. It is dramatically sculpted with a flock of flying doves.
A harp, you say?
Hmm.
I want to investigate that. That's the only thing in this room? Is a harp?
The, the harp and the furnishers. Yeah, that's all you see.
Uh, hey, you can detect magic. Wait, can you do that often or like only like
No,
twice a day?
I can
Okay.
do it for 10 minutes but then I got to take a rest before I can do it again.
Okay.
Short rest.
Yeah. I have it as one of my spells, but it's just a normal spell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's always you can always do that one as a ritual. Well, you can't do
No, I
rituals, right?
can't.
Ah,
Oh,
so
for crying out loud. Hold on a second. I gotta
That's
get
the
back to my
thing. No
character
rituals
sheet.
for me.
just because I'm uh,
Say, I want to investigate this thing.
the idiot that I am, I'm going to step up and play it.
Ah, I was gonna
Okay,
pull out my flute, my pan flute.
you step up to
That
play
will
the
play
harp.
your
I need you to
instruments.
give me a DC 14 Wisdom savings throw.
I don't have any
Okay.
instruments. Never mind.
That'll be fun.
You might be playing until you die at this point, my friend.
I
I
got a
could start
14.
dancing.
Okay,
Hey.
I only needed a 10.
you may play the harp.
Yeah.
What happens when he starts playing the harp?
I don't know. How good are you at playing the harp? Give me a performance check.
Oh,
Oh,
this is
that's a
going to be
different
fun.
story.
Uh, well, with my -1, I got a 3.
I
He
cringe.
reaches up and
I
starts
cringe
strumming the harp.
audibly.
I just run
Kendra,
my fingers along
Kendra
it.
cringes. It is not a pleasant experience.
I have
Ah.
performance.
Oh, here, you want to try?
I push him out of the way. Let me do that, and I'll start playing.
You push,
Okay, give
you
me a
nudge.
give me a DC 14
The
Wisdom
fire
save.
helps. Oh. A what? A DC what?
DC 14 Wisdom.
Sorry, I totally missed what. Wisdom? Wisdom. Yeah, wisdom's not great. Oh, 21.
Hey. Stop.
Then you can give me a performance check.
All right.
Good luck.
Wow, really? My die decided to fail me. You know what? Just for kicks and giggles, I'm gonna use my inspiration.
All right.
It was a 2 on the die. Oh, there we go. Natural 20.
There
So
you go.
25.
He's playing a lovely song.
Hey, mine was
Okay.
nice.
Took a
Sort of.
second, but then it went. Then my
I
hands
guess maybe
remembered what to
nice
do.
for the dead. I'm gonna start peek my head back out through the door and look around, see if this triggers anything.
You don't see anything.
Oh,
Doesn't seem to be doing anything.
Yet.
interesting. almost. I'm gonna go back to the front door and kind of poke my head out, see if that guy is still there.
He is not.
Figured that. All right, go back to the harp room. Well, it doesn't seem it's triggering anything, so
Okay.
I mean I can play along on my pan flute. But I think you're doing fine. Yeah, I don't. Nothing there. I'm gonna take a really close look at the harp while he's playing. See if there's
Okay.
anything like inscriptions being shown. Uh, Anything about this harp in particular that
It's in very fine condition.
this is a misplaced item right here. This item is far newer than the house, or at least in better kept shape than the house.
It
And I
looks
guess
like if
magical items will do that.
it looks like it's been oiled regularly.
Oh, it's actually being taken care of. There's a caretaker for this harp.
That's almost scarier.
Little piece of me wants to call out. The caretaker of this harp. Can you speak to me?
You will get no response.
Yeah. Maybe if we come back to the harp at another time, stop harping on it.
We'll harp on it later.
Yeah.
All right, all right, all right. I guess we go to the upper wall. There's a few doors, it looks like, to the upper. Guess it doesn't really matter which ones we go into. Let's just open one and go.
All right.
Bet you that's the dining hall.
The dining room. Yeah. Chairs and candelabras covered in dusty sheets attend this hall's broad dining room table. A still life paintings depicting multiple grand feasts hang on the walls. Their faded oils make the food look rotten.
Wait, in the paintings it looks rotten?
The faded oil makes the food look rotten.
Interesting. And what's at the table? Candelabras? Are they lit?
Nope.
Hey, Kendra. You want to light something on fire?
Sure. I'll I'll light these things on fire without burning the house down. Although
Maybe.
not sure what that would do, or if it's
I
even
don't know.
possible.
You played the harp, light the candles. Maybe we can bring this house back to the future?
I just don't know if I could burn it down. That's what I was wondering.
Oh,
So
I don't know that we want
you're
to burn
going
it
to
down yet.
remove the dusty sheet and light the candelabras.
Oh, I
Yep.
didn't realize it was all covered by a sheet.
Yeah, chairs and
Okay.
candelabras covered in dusty sheets
Okay. Okay. Yeah, sure. I mean, we already played the harp. Why the hey not?
Sure,
Let's
what
get
the
this
sheet?
party
Why not?
started.
You
Flip
pull
off
the
the
sheet
sheet.
off. And a child-sized form is seated under a sheet,
Well, that's
under
shocking.
the sheet, in one of the chairs.
Hello,
Undead?
Beneath
Let me
sits a
see.
filthy rag doll in a frilly red dress. A white patch covers one missing button eye.
Yeah, that's not creepy at all.
I don't have a thing for button eyes, that's for sure.
You
I don't
have
even watch Coraline.
you have encountered your first
Presents.
inside the house. We're gonna stop there.
Okay.
It's 12:30 my time. 9:30 your time.
Truth. Truth.
And we're gonna stop there and pick up next week.
2:30 in real time.
In real time.
In real time. All right. Well, that is where we're going to stop then tonight. Do you want to close this out or do you want me to?
By the way, we're gonna end here. Make sure you like and subscribe on our YouTube channel. Check out our website at dandadjokes.com. We have all of the links to our social media on there and also all of our upcoming events. And our upcoming events are listed in the order that they appear. So the first one on the list will be the first one that will be happening. But check those out so you can see where we're all going to be at. And
Right here.
right here, right
Poor,
here,
poor senior will be right there.
right there.
Yeah.
I'm going to be all over the place, but not this month. But
All right.
we are glad you joined us. We'll see you next Tuesday night for more on the House of Lament.
All right. See you next week.